Hey everybody, I'm Chris Lyon, and this is PrizeCast. We are here just 2 weeks out from the very beginning of Prize Fest 2025. I have with me today some very special guests, Kaitlyn Brown and Arms Brown. Welcome them to the prize stage.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thank you. No, seriously. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, my guests are very unique in that they have experience on many sides of the prize experience, and that includes volunteering, being attendees, and Kaitlyn, you actually have experience being a filmmaker, so we're going to get to talk about all different kinds of things today. But I do want to start maybe with sort of a big picture about Film Prize specifically. Why don't you guys, in your own words, describe what Film Prize is to our audience, maybe who've never been to Film Prize before?
Sure. Tag. I'm it. Wow. Film Prize is just, it's hard to sum it up into words, but I'm going to try my best. It is probably one of the coolest experiences you can do in Shreveport. Because the community comes together like no other, and you get to see friends, you get to see out of town filmmakers, you get to see local filmmakers, and you all are coming together just to enjoy good cinema. And when I say good, these films are great. I find myself going to see them more than once constantly throughout the weekend. And it's truly a celebration of all that Shreveport is and all that it can be.
That's fantastic. Kaitlyn, why don't you take a stab?
So Film Prize for me, I kind of have two different perspectives because I first attended Film Prize as just an attendee.
You're welcome.
Thanks to this guy. And then I actually became a filmmaker and a director and have had a couple of films in the top 20. So even if you just are not a filmmaker and you're just attending the festival, there's nothing like it because it's like being surrounded by a bunch of creatives. Everyone has a story to tell. You get to see 20 incredible films. Like Arm said, downtown is full of people. There's so many events, and now there's not just Film Prize. There's comedy and food and all the things. Right. Music Prize. So it's just a fun way to get out in the community, surround yourself with other creative people, get inspired, and have fun with people that also enjoy having fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And for those who are interested in sort of the technical part of Film Prize, we've invited 20 filmmakers who have made short films, in Louisiana, most of them shooting up here in the Shreveport, Bossier area. And so these are the films that Kaitlyn and Arms are talking about is, the experience that you get to have watching these films. They are short films. You're not watching 20 feature films, right? Mm-hmm. And I think one of the things that's really interesting to me, having been to a lot of film festivals all over the country, is the audience having a direct vote on the grand prize winner.
Yes.
And that grand prize is a pretty big prize. It's a $50,000 cash prize. And then, of course, this year we've introduced a partnership with the Fort Worth Film Commission, where the winning film will also receive an Academy Award qualifying sponsor package or screening package. So basically, the winning film will be able to go on and qualify for the Oscars, which is a pretty amazing opportunity. Because I think that for us, we love people watching. Movies are made to be watched.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the pitches that I give to people who, may not understand what it's like as a filmmaker is that, you go to a film festival, maybe there's a couple hundred people that see your film, but a Film Prize, it's hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people who are coming down and watching these films. And that's what it's about. It's about that connection that you were talking about, having people experience those stories. So let's talk about it a little bit from the history, of your involvement, with Film Prize as a viewer and as a volunteer. What is that experience like, kind of becoming a Film Prize fan and then kind of stepping into a place where you want to help it succeed?
It's you always want to see films, and being a fan, you get downtown and you go see the films and you're like, oh man, that was amazing. And then you think, I want to go talk to this director about what they were thinking in this moment and why they chose to do this. And the beautiful thing about Film Prize is everyone is so accessible. You're watching the films with directors, you're watching the films with the actors and with their crew, and they're all on the sidelines, they're all on the street, able to talk, and they want to talk to you, and they want to talk about the things that they love and why they chose different things within their film. So what that kind of evolves into is you feel a sense of connectivity to everything with that accessibility. And then from there, you want to see it grow. when you live in Shreveport, you want to see Shreveport grow. You want to see your city become better. And with that, I wanted to volunteer. So I began volunteering with Film Prize. And then after that, of course, I brought my lovely wife on to check out Film Prize. And then she had a great idea. She created films, and we became almost fully intertwined with the festival to a point where you just feel so a part of it. It is you, and you want to share that love with everybody else.
Yeah. I'd love to talk about that filmmaking experience, when it comes to the festival. Arms mentioned being able to talk to, audience members, going and talking to filmmakers. As somebody who has, been on the filmmaker side of that, what is that like, and how important is it to get that feedback and that communication with the audience?
Yeah, that's a great question. There's nothing like it as a filmmaker to have a complete stranger come up to you and say, hey, your film made me feel XYZ, made me feel I connected to this character, I cried during this moment, I laughed, I thought this was funny, or that was really creative how y'all did that. Any kind of feedback, it's invaluable to a filmmaker, because
it's raw.
Yes, and there is a multitude of emotions that a filmmaker is feeling whenever they are kind of sharing their art with the world.
Yeah, they're putting themselves out.
Yes,
there,
it's like putting your heart, putting your baby out there to get open to feedback and criticism and opinions and things like that. So it's a little, one day or 1 second you might be really excited, the next second you might be nauseous. It's just, there's nothing like it. So to have people come up to you and give you feedback, it means so much to that filmmaker to hear that. So I definitely go up and talk to them.
Yes, and you're encouraged as an audience member to engage, not just by watching, but by talking to not only the filmmakers, but many of the actors are there, crew members. A lot of it is people from this community or who may be experiencing this community for the first time. Maybe they came here and shot, but maybe they didn't get to interact a bunch with the community. And I see it as an opportunity for us to sell, Shreveport, not only to people who are here and we want to stay here, but also to people who may want to move here to make their art, which many of them have over the years. So that's pretty incredible.
I mean, you get to share like different locations, and people are like, "Ooh, where's a good place to eat?" And I'm like, "Okay, you want to try this? Oh, you don't like that style of food? Go try this. Go try this." So it boosts the local economy so much as well. And to hear somebody say, "Oh, I really love that place. Do you have somewhere else?" It again helps our area, and I mean, they learn to love our area. Shreveport is so lovable, and it's just a beautiful place to be.
Absolutely. So for those who are now sold on wanting to do Film Prize, you definitely can go to prizefest.com, get your tickets. We have a bit more to talk about, but I do want to say we have not only the in-person tickets, you should definitely come down to see the films in person. We're doing screenings on the 17th and 18th of October. It's going to be at places like the Robinson Film Center. It's going to be at Shreveport Regional Arts Council's Art Station. It's going to be at Bossier Parish Community College, and we have a pop-up cinema that we do every year. This year it's going to be at the Vine, which is right across the street from the Robinson Film Center.
Oh, sweet.
Lots of choices to choose from as far as a location is concerned. But if you can't make it out of the house, or maybe you can't make it to Shreveport, you're watching this from afar, you got to go to prizefest.com and get your Film Prize virtual pass, which allows you to see the same 20 films that are going to be screening in person. And most importantly, you get that vote to pick not only the best film winner, but also best performance categories as well. So I do want to talk a little bit about the expansion of filmmaking within your family. Of course, for those of you who've been watching the PrizeCast, you're familiar with Film Prize Junior, which is our middle school and high school program where we teach teachers and students how to engage with the art of filmmaking. Tell me a little bit about what you guys have been able to experience in your family with Film Prize Junior.
Okay, so our daughter Zoe has done 3 films now to date with Film Prize Junior. The first was a live action film with some of her friends in 7th grade, and it's so cool the level of support that Film Prize Junior gives. They are always checking in on the kids, giving them tips, giving them advice on how to shoot and just where to shoot, and just giving them that beginner knowledge of what filmmaking is all about. But the other cool aspect is they give the knowledge and they say, your kids, we're here to support you, but this is your film to create. So if you want to make a comedy about knock knock jokes, you go right ahead. And it gives them that avenue to really learn about filmmaking. Then after that, she is a big artist and dove straight into animation. Did her first animated film in 8th grade. That film was Drought, and found some success with Film Prize Junior there. And
then went on to other places.
She went on, after winning the middle school level of Film Prize Junior, she then went on to several festivals across the country.
And I would like to say, like,
Please.
through that, she has found, like, her passion, which is animation. And I think that without Film Prize Junior, that would not have been something that she would have explored as much as she does now.
Right.
So, I mean, she's a sophomore in high school now, and she is wanting to study animation in college after high school. So I think that
That's amazing.
Film Prize Junior, like, really was the catalyst to helping her feel like, oh, I can do this as a career. I can study this in college, and now it's like all she wants to do. So
Yeah. Well, and if you're out there watching and you're a parent or a teacher and you want to get involved with Film Prize Junior, you can go to filmprizejr.com, get in touch with Kelly and Rachel, and make. Oh yeah,
Right
the
there.
Film Prize Junior website right there. But I do want to kind of get back to the Prize Fest Film Prize. We've got this is coming up in just a couple of weeks here, and so again, tickets prizefest.com. Go get them. I want to talk a little bit about things that are not Film Prize.
Okay.
As far as the screenings are concerned, we also have Film Prize University, which is we'll talk about that maybe a little bit, and then maybe we'll talk about some of the parties too and the VIP experience, what that's like for anybody who want to live that high life. But maybe we can start a little bit with Film Prize University. So maybe you.
yeah. So as a filmmaker, I would, attend all the Film Prize University events. So like the filmmaker panel and things like that, which is that open? I mean, is that just filmmakers?
No, it's open to anybody.
Open to anyone.
Yeah,
Okay.
anyone that wants to come.
Yeah. So with those kind of events, you get even more access to like our judges for the festival, and you can make more contacts with that sort of crowd, which is really great too if you're interested in film. Even if you don't have a film in Film Prize, it's still, if you're interested in any sort of thing related to that, like Arm said earlier, everyone's so accessible, so you can really kind of dive in and learn different aspects of filmmaking. Which is really cool too.
I agree. I mean, I think one of the things that I try to encourage people to, is if you're an audience member and you love movies, you should definitely come to Film Prize. But if you're a filmmaker or somebody who aspires to be a filmmaker, this is a great opportunity.
Yes.
The festival itself, Film Prize University, because not just the judges and the mentors that we bring in, but also the fellow filmmakers and the community that exists here to support you. I think one of the things that I love most about filmmaking in Shreveport is how there are so many resources and people that are willing to give of their time and their expertise, or to sit down and share and build something. I have friends that have lived in Los Angeles and other places, and sometimes it can be a little like I'm climbing on top of you to try to get to that next place. But with Shreveport, it's a little bit different.
Yes.
It's real, different is a perfect word. I like to use weird, just coming from like a sports background where everything is so competitive. Yes, there's $50,000 grand prize, but you find a lot of those filmmakers and a lot of those crews, they are willing to teach you on sets. They're willing to work with you. They want you to create the best film possible. If they are working with you, they want it to be the best thing ever. And you see that level of support back and forth. I've been on different crews. I've been background in some films, and no matter what, there's just this big uplifting spirit where everybody wants to create the best possible product on each and every set. And with that, I mean, the competition just gets better and better every year.
Yeah, for sure. I'd love to talk a little bit about some of the events surrounding Film Prize too, like the red carpet, of course, which is a party in and of itself. And then we have other parties through the weekend. But maybe we can talk a little bit about that red carpet experience, which again is open to everybody. But maybe you guys can tell us a little bit of what that's like being down there as the big lights turn on and the festival kicks off.
Yeah, okay, I'll go first. The red carpet is super fun. I mean, as a filmmaker, it means so much to us to see people who have supported us show up for us. But even if we don't know who you are, just the more people that are there, the more fun it is. And that's like for any of the events. And you can really show up wearing whatever you want. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
this guy showed up in a cheetah print short suit
I did.
with
I
black
remember
Air
that.
Force Ones. We don't judge you on the shoes, but that's okay. So, I mean, it's just a super fun event. You get to meet all the filmmakers. They're all going to be down there. The cast and crew of the films are going to be down there. Speed dating event, too, where they have
Yes.
30 seconds every filmmaker gets 30 seconds to pitch their film. That's always really fun to see and to hear what people come up with and get creative. You have anything to add about that?
I mean, we've seen the speed dating, I think, is probably one of the more fun parts of it all. Yes, walking on the red carpet is really cool. Taking photos of people is great. And getting to see the interviews going on. But when speed dating comes up, it's not like anything else that I've ever been around, where you get to see filmmakers try to pitch their film in 30 seconds or pitch their
After
film
they've
in a
had a
minute.
few drinks, usually,
Yes.
Yes.
you know,
Some tequila.
or they're nervous, you know, because they're on stage and maybe they're used to being behind the camera, right?
Yep.
But now they're like front and center with a
Mhm.
microphone and they gotta go.
Mhm.
And 30 seconds goes by real fast.
It
I mean,
does.
we've seen raps, we've seen speeches, we've seen, was there like a pirate hymn one year or something like that?
That sounds right. What was that?
Oh,
I
it
It
can't
was
was,
some
remember,
type of
but-
shanty.
It was caught on tape, I think.
Oh.
I think it was like the teenage boys had come
Mhm.
up with a shanty or something.
That's awesome.
Yeah. it was
But there's
fun.
always something unique happening there, and it gives you an idea of what the filmmakers are like, who they are out in public, and just their true personalities.
Yeah, for sure. Well, if this interests any of you, you should, of course, be going to prizefest.com right now. You've got, we have these things called tabs. You can be listening to us talk while you're out there buying your passes right now at prizefest.com. So make sure you're doing that. And I want to kind of close things out with a little bit of a taste of, what it feels like to kind of come to the end of Prize Fest. The end of Film Prize, the award ceremony has happened, and the voting has completed, and everybody's ready to go home, but you've left with something. What is that something that you leave with?
Man, so wow, post big exhale and everything, huh?
Yeah.
There's a sense of accomplishment, but also a sense of sadness, because there's the big celebration, everything goes on, and the award ceremony comes out, and you're happy that you get to see all the different films. You of course debate which one should have been where, but at the end of the day, they're all great films. But the sadness is that it's all over. All the fun has kind of just dropped off pretty fast, and there's this longing for, can we just get one more weekend? Can we just get a little bit more? But you know that in a year's time, it'll be back and it'll be better than ever. But ultimately, I mean, you wish the best for all the films that have been a part of the festival, and you're hoping that you'll be able to see them again in some capacity. I know my mom usually does virtual because she doesn't drive up from Baton Rouge, but she absolutely loves being able to watch the films from her computer. So, of course, if you can't make it up, get a virtual pass. It's well worth it. But yeah, it's just a really bit of sadness and celebration. Bittersweet, if you will.
For sure. Yeah. Anything that you want to add to that?
Yeah, I always leave with a sense of connection because there's always new people to meet. And as a filmmaker too, that's always really refreshing to meet new faces, new people, new filmmakers. But also I leave with a sense of it feels like my cup is running over because it just feels like there's this creative energy that you leave with. There's this sense of I'm ready, and I'm empowered, I'm confident, I'm ready to go tackle the next thing that I want to go create.
Yeah.
So if you are more of a creative person, no matter what you do, whatever festival, music, film, comedy, I hope that you leave with this sense of oh man, I feel like I want to go do something now. I'm going to do something with this energy I have, with this, all these experiences I've had. So.
I agree. And I think that one of the things that sticks with me is hearing people walk through the festival, whether it's a Friday afternoon watching a film or, a comedy prize or what have you, is people saying something to the akin of I wish Shreveport could be like this every weekend.
Yes.
I wish that, And I think that what's great about Prize Fest and certainly about Film Prize, outside of the creative aspects of it, but inclusive of that, is we can make our own community.
Mm-hmm.
We make this community better. And Film Prize is one feather in the cap of Shreveport and Bossier and Northwest Louisiana. So if you've never come down before, you've got to come and give it a try. I think that you'd be missing out if you've never been. And if you have been before, welcome back. We can't wait to have you down. Do you guys have any final thoughts before we wrap up this episode?
Don't have FOMO.
Don't have FOMO. I love that.
Don't have it. Just
don't miss out.
Yeah, don't miss out.
Wow. Final thoughts. Get your tickets quick.
Yeah.
Get them soon. Get them now. Make a plan. I usually go every Friday and watch the films Friday morning and watch them through, and then I'll go and watch them again. Then Saturday you can really enjoy all the fun. You can spend more time networking and getting to meet people, getting to discuss films, and really just having a little more carefree spirit about yourself. And then if you want to see a few more films, you can watch them on Saturday.
That's right. Or go down to Music Prize.
Yes.
Catch some musicians Friday and Saturday night.
So create a plan. Get on it as soon as possible, and definitely enjoy the spirit that is the festival.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many great things that you can do, and if you have a plan, you can enjoy just about everything.
Yeah.
Don't
planning
wait
is
until the last
important.
minute. Yes.
We did have a whole prize cast about that.
Plan ahead.
Plan, get your passes, bring your posse, bring your friends, right? So if you've already clicked and bought a pass, good for you. Now you can send the link to several of your friends right now. Or, what I like to do is I just go and buy some more passes, and then I tell my friends to Venmo me, and then they can just, they can get the passes that way.
Definitely.
So thank you guys so much for being here and for sharing. Yeah. Getting that insider view is so valuable. So thanks for sharing with us and with our audience. Thank you guys for tuning in to this week's PrizeCast. One more time, you can get those Prize Fest passes at prizefest.com. There's film, there's food, there's music, there's comedy, all in 1 week, coming up in 2 weeks here in the middle of October, 15th through the 19th in Shreveport and Bossier City. And last thing before we go, we've got to do a Viva la Film Prize on 3. Yes. You ready?
Ready.
All right.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Viva la Film Prize!
Thank you guys so much. Have a good one.